Every neighborhood has a sense of connection. Public schools have always been that. The importance of keeping a school open is so vital to really the heartbeat of a community. And that's what a school like Eastside Memorial does. Under a different name many years ago, it was the heartbeat. There's another festival going on right around the corner. My name is Gabriel Estrada. I'm with Johnston Voices for Education and Youth. Want to talk about that a little? My position is organizing folks around the idea that there is a great school here. I have a huge connection with this school, first of all. My mother graduated from here back in 1964. There she is. There's my mother, right there, 64. That's her. Uncles and aunts have all gone through here. And then myself, I grew up here partially in this area as well. You know, when I was growing up, I would have come here, but it was during the time of busing and they shipped us off across town. We were all kind of a little upset about that because, wait a minute, we're supposed to go here, but then they sent us there. That was a pinnacle moment in time that kind of broke the connection, you know, that was strong. You know, people remember this area for leadership, for community activism, but I think that, you know, this has become a community that's least informed. You have some of the toughest families. You have that have the highest needs.
Survival is the most important thing to any human being, and our students are not excluded from that. Along with poverty comes struggles, and many of them see those struggles. We have homelessness, we have teen pregnancy, we have severe abuse. We have students that have come into the country that have gone through just outrageous traumas, and so they're dealing with these emotional, very difficult situations, and they're kids.
Right, for a baby. She's gonna be back on Thursday, so that gives us some time just to bring any kind of like, any little things that can help out. So
we need teachers that can act as a social worker, that can act as an advocate, that can help students to deal with the things that they deal with, but also help them to see staying on this campus and getting your education is the answer to these problems.
There's been this perception that there's been disparities between the East and West Side in terms of school resources. Our position as talent development and outside entity is whatever those causes are, we need to step into them and acknowledge them and really focus our work on those areas that are the highest need. One of our pillars in our organization is what we call can-do culture. Some organizations and others use the slogan, no excuses. Simply saying no excuses really kind of is dismissive of the challenges that our students face. Those are not excuses. Those are challenges to be addressed. Thank you. Good to see you. When their parents see that my student is going to that building and getting help, and maybe extra help, then that starts changing the perception of our parents about what we can do here in the schools. An old colleague of mine used to talk about the fact that, you know, in a more affluent area, you know, all you have to do is drive by the school and tell the kids, hey, learn, and they'll do it. That doesn't happen in areas like here. It blows my mind constantly to think about how a lot of these students come from situations that are loving, but at the same time difficult. These students here, these incredible people are really, they take that extra step, you know, and there's some incredible kids here who have shown me, you know, these past couple of years that they do hold a promise for the future. And you know, I'm enlightened constantly by hearing them and seeing what they want to do. I think people, as far as a bad reputation, see that it's, you know, it's a failing school. I think that the people who really know Eastside see it as a family. So imagine like the difference. It's a smaller school, right? A lot of people, you know each other, staff know each other, everybody works as hard as they can, but that's still two different reputations. Failure and family. So which side are you going to choose, you know, to believe?